Hi class. What we're going to do on this particular one for our pendulums is we are going to be testing the length. We want to try different lengths. So right now this one is our 38 centimeters. This is the one that we've created the standard on. We've been doing all of our tests based on that one. Now this one does have two, let me get back, I forgot to take that off. So it has everything should be the same type of string. We have one mass, one penny. We have 38 centimeters. This one, as you can see, looks a little bit shorter. If you can see it, it is a little bit shorter. What I did was I made this one 30 centimeters. So we're going to see if length makes a difference on this. Now, if I go to my journal, so I have my science journal here. What I did is I created one to start with. That's going to be 30 centimeters. So that is my only variable that I want to change. Everything else I need to go back to the standard and keep the same. So the length will be 15 seconds. The bob will be 1 penny. So the mass is the same. And the release position, I'm going to do 90 degrees again. So I want everything the same except one variable I am going to change. And in this case, it's going to be length. So if I made the string shorter, will I have more swings, less swings, or the same? What do you think? Make a prediction. So in other words, let's make a prediction. So if I drop this at 90 degrees, how many swings or cycles do you think we will have in 15 seconds? Think it in your head, write it down, and let's test it. So what I'm going to do is I can do two things. I'm first of all going to time it, and then I can't do three things at once, but I'm going to time it, and then I'll compare it to the other one, and we can kind of see if it's any different. But let's time it first. So we have 30 centimeters here, 30 centimeters. So if I hold it here, and I go on your mark, get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the timer stopped. 14, we're really close to 14. I couldn't quite see the timer, I'll set it up again. So we want to do it 3 times. So I got about 14. Let's try it again. So on your mark, get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right on 14. 14 twice. Did it change? Did it change the number of swings? Yes, it did. So if I go back, I had 14 swings in 15 seconds. Now I can go back to my data. I should do it one more time, but just for video purposes, I'm trying to keep it short. Go back to my page here if it lets me. So here we go. My prediction, I thought it was going to do the same because everything else ended up being the same, but I don't know what you thought. So what ended up happening was it had more cycles. It had more cycles. It had 14 cycles on a shorter string. I wonder what would happen if the string was longer. Well, let's do one more experiment just so that we can see this compared to the other one. So on my right hand here is 38 centimeters. On my left is 30. If I go on your mark, get set, go. I can see right away that they are swinging at different rates. The smaller one is swinging faster. Cool, huh? All right. Now, let's try one more. Well, we know that the length does play a role in it, okay? So it does change it. Now, if I go to my next page in my journal, I have some different lengths. So again, I had predicted 12, but it actually created 14. What if what if I were to do one longer? So instead of 30 centimeters, what if my string is 50 centimeters? So I made one here that's 50. And what I have to do for this is I have to get kind of move the other one aside so that I can see it here. And then we can compare it better. So if I have 50 centimeters long from here to the bottom of the string, what's your prediction? Are you going to have more or less swings? All right, let's test it. So 50 centimeters long. I'm going to set it up on my timer. Okay. Can still see the timer. Good. On our marks, get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 10 and a half, 10 and a half. So it didn't quite get it all the way. It was 10 and 1/2. So when I go back to my data here, I could write 10.5 because it was really on the other side there. My prediction, I knew it was going to be less because the shorter one was, but my prediction was more like 8. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. So 10 and a half is what actually happened, 10 and a half. So let's continue going through these. And I already did it, but if I were to make predictions, I want you to stop the video right now, and I want you to make predictions for all of them before I give you the answers. So please stop the video. Okay, now I have the data, and you should have all of your predictions written in. So for this one was 70 centimeters. And what I ended up testing earlier, because I already tested this so that you could get your data quicker. So I got 9 centimeters. And you could try this at home too if you kept trying different strings. The next one is the 90 centimeters. I had 8 cycles. The next one is 120 centimeters. I ended up with 7 cycles. The next one, 170 centimeters, I got 6 cycles. And the last one, which is 200 centimeters, I ended up with 5 cycles. So you can see the longer the string got, the less the cycles we ended up with. All right, I'm going to stop the video here, and my next video should be talking about how to graph this data.